Hello.
Hi,
Who are you?
I am Julia. I'm a mom and a wife, and your best friend.
Yeah. Best friend of 10, 11 years?
I think it's 10. I can't really, it was freshman year, so you're 13. It's been over 10 years.
Yeah.
It's been, what, 13 years?
Yeah, because we started high school in 2013, 2014.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Damn, that's crazy. Almost 20 years? Almost a quarter of a year.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
How's life been?
Life has been pretty good. Recently got this apartment, and my little tiny, my son, he's 2 years old. You can hear him screaming in the background. He loves the apartment. We might have to cut that.
It's okay, we can cut that.
He loves the apartment. He runs around the whole place, and he has a backyard to himself, so he has a lot of fun. He loves it here. It's nice. There's cats everywhere, so he loves to pet all the cats.
And his transition into here was good?
Yeah, I was worried because he has autism, so I was really scared about moving because I did not think that he would like to be here, just because when you first move in, you don't have anything unpacked. It's quiet, but also it echoes so much, and like he's really sensory to sound. So like the first day I actually brought him here, he freaked out because there was an issue with the door, so the maintenance guy came, and he's not good with strangers, so it was definitely not a first day. But once we started to unpack and it wasn't so echoey, he ended up getting really comfortable, and he thrives better here. So far so good.
And how's the journey with him and his autism been?
It's been rough, if I'll be honest. Not that I didn't want him to have autism, but like I always just thought, oh, he's a little quirky. He's not talking yet, but every kid has their own pace. Like, it's nothing serious. You want to think that there's other reasons why he just might not be like talking yet. Like it was tough because I'd take him to like little play places and parks, and he just would not talk with at all, and there'd be kids his age or even a little younger, and they'd actually be having a full conversation with their mom, like, hey mom, can I have this, or snacks, or they just say anything, and he doesn't speak at all. Like he says dada, of course. And we used to have a dog, and we used to tell the dog, get down, down. And so now whenever he sees cats, because they're all over the apartment and they won't stop when he walks up to them, he'll go up to the cat, and if it runs and it's like, close enough to where you can see it, like a few feet away, he'll go, da, da, trying to tell the cat to go down, but cats don't work that way, so he's just scaring them more. But those are the only words he knows, so it's been tough. And then when they did give me the diagnosis that he was actually autistic, I was happy, but sad at the same time. Like it was really weird. It was like, yeah, I finally know why he doesn't talk and why he does certain things. And at the same time, I was like, man, I hope that his future, he can be like us, like neurotypical, where he can go have a life and date and go to school. And most people with autism, they're not as socially aware as most people are, and so conversations are not the average conversation. So for his future, I hope that he's able to socially, I don't want to say blend in, but kids at school are mean, and I don't want him to get picked on. But yeah, no, it's been good in the sense too, because we have lots of help. So we have it's called Easter Seals. It's a company that does interviews and asks you questions, and then they have in-home care with a ton of stuff for him, so he'll get all the help he needs, which is great. So it was rough, but I'm looking forward to what they have to offer, because he's a level 2 autistic, and I guess there's 3 levels. There's mild, moderate, and extreme. I guess I don't think it's extreme. It's mild, moderate, severe. That's the word I'm looking for. So he's moderate, but they said that usually with autism they never go up, they go down. So he might be mild in the future with help that we get. So hopefully we can have someone come in here and actually work with him. And
Are you nervous about that?
I'm nervous just to have like a stranger in my house, just because like I don't know this person, and like as a mom you're already judged based on everything you do, whether you're a screen mom or you're not. You feed them organic or you don't, or you give them frozen nuggies. Like you get judged for every action you make, and so it's going to be different for someone to be in the house that might see something I do and might not approve, or maybe think, oh, that's a little off, and just a judgment in that aspect, because he's, I don't let him do whatever he wants, but I am very lenient, and I'm just worried that they might try and tell me to like be more disciplinary, and I'm not very good at that. So that's my only worry, but I think that it's good too, because he'll get help, and like potty training is something that's been really hard, because he won't even, as soon as he touches the seat, it freaks him out, he screams. So nothing I do helps. So hopefully that's an area that they can help along with his speech.
Yeah. What's something people in your life can do to support you with this?
Well, I guess the main thing would be, the hard one is like hanging out with people. Like obviously with you, Leo knows you, he's comfortable enough to be around you, he'll play with you, you're great, you're his favorite person ever. But any other person I want to hang out with, it's never going to happen, because usually I tell people, well, he's not comfortable at the house, he doesn't like strangers, so he'll run outside screaming if there's someone new in the home. We can't go sit down somewhere and eat, because he can't sit anywhere in loud places. He won't, like the second you sit down on a booth, like let's say I don't give him a high chair, you sit on a booth and he'll crawl under the table, try and run. So we have to go to like a park to hang out, and come on, I'm the only one my age that I know, like out of my friends, that have a kid, and so they just don't get it. So I would just think the best way for them to help me would be to try and be a little bit more understanding on what I can and can't do with Leo, because some things are just impossible for me to take him out and do. So it would just be being understanding and getting why I can't do certain things or go out late or stuff like that.
Yeah. Do you meet a lot of other moms who have kids with autism?
No, funny enough, actually, I haven't met moms my age, but I took Leo to the dentist the other day, and I didn't get her information or anything, but she came in with her son, and he was, playing and sitting really close to us, and I didn't have an issue, because kids are kids, they do stuff like that, and so I didn't think anything of it, but she was like, oh, sorry, my son has autism. And I was like, so does mine, but her son was like 7 or 8, so he was already older. But, I was asking her questions like, school, what do I do? What do I put him in public school? Do I put him in like a special program? What did you do with your son? And that was the extent of our conversation. But I was actually walking around the complex today, and there's a lady who lives here actually, and her son's autistic, and he's 35, I think. And so like I meet them usually when I say first that my son's autistic. A lot of people don't like straight up say it. I know there's groups, and some moms are okay, and they're out about, any disability their kid might have, or developmental, I don't know what you would call it, but anything like that, they usually hold it back. And I'm always like, my son has autism, because it's not something that I'm like ashamed of or upset about. He just has it. Like it's, if he had blonde hair or curly hair like he does, it just doesn't really make that big of a difference to me. But yeah, meeting other people is really hard. I've tried, and it's really hard to find a group of people who can relate.
Yeah. I think by you letting people know first, that's opening the door for people who are too scared to bring it up.
That's true. A lot of people don't really, because I think that especially the older generation, it wasn't autism, it was Asperger's, and it was, something that people, I guess, maybe gave them crap about. Or I know a lot of people used to say, oh, it's because you're disciplined, you don't discipline them, or you need to parent properly, like your kid acts like that because how you raise them, when in reality your kid's just born that way. There's not really anything that you can do to change that. It has nothing to do with what you do as a parent. Like, it could be anything, but yeah, no, it's it is what it is.
And would you say autism is a spectrum?
Yeah, I definitely would, just because there's people who, like, I'm sure you've heard of the show Love on the Spectrum.
Yeah.
And I watch those and I'm like, because, I want to see where Leo could be in all aspects. He could be mild to the point where the average person probably wouldn't know unless they had a full-blown conversation, got to know them. But then there's other people who, I don't want to say you have a conversation and they have autism, but they have mannerisms that are a little more childlike, which a lot of times people with autism have. So I think that that's something, but I don't know. He's moderate, so hopefully with help he'll be mild, and my main goal is that he can communicate and actually have a conversation, because every mom's like, I can't wait till my kid talks. I can't wait till I can talk to him and he can tell me what's wrong, if he hurts. Like, when Leo gets sick, I don't know if he has a headache, a stomach ache, his throat hurts, or congestion. I don't know. I just have to kind of guess what's wrong with him and hope that will fix whatever's going on, since he can't tell me.
Yeah.
Which sucks.
Yeah.
It's tough.